Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just going to update my thumbnail like usual, so give me a moment. Okay, there's that. Okay. Sharing it out. Okay, there we go. Okay. There we go.
Oh, mother.
Hello.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted.
This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
Hey, Ellen.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
Do I talk to what?
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh,
I just wasn't talking because there wasn't much to say.
a litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
Ugh.
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
Oh, sure.
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping
Okay.
to moderate their
The
impulses.
worst impulses.
I failed, of course.
I'm from Iowa.
They committed unspeakable atrocities.
Where are you from?
Stirring the Tanakh into When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner.
And thank you for the
I
like.
didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when
Desperate
you met
measures.
the Tanakh chief, you did something desperate.
Now, I kept my ears open as the
No.
Tanakh dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind
Hey,
of
hamster,
trial
how's it
by
going?
combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut,
Yep.
thinking that by winning I could
tribe
request
people
a
are that.
boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tanakh howled, but Hikaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell.
The Tanakh.
Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
The
You said the
Kurut.
Kurut is a Tanakh's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
Oh, I know.
more about that than you might think.
Do you?
I've been in the Sun Ring.
Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hoped for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tanakh chief.
The winners of the Kurut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanakh still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed,
Yep.
violence is the native tongue of the Tanakh. To survive, one must master it.
Okay, then.
The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanakh for hating me.
So which tribe are you?
Then, are you still Karja?
Part of me. Yes, always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth, especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. Three clans always at war,
I can
constantly
imagine you'd be
slitting each
tired.
other's throats. The Caro and the Marshals have crafted a delicate peace.
I'm glad you're liking it.
Just the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hikaru as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people.
Okay.
I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it.
But not the last.
The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth is a lot different than how they do.
Okay. I'm going home.
Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tenakth and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tenakth don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Hikaru knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
Okay. Rite of
You
passage.
asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs.
I already
I've heard
told you where I'm
tales of
from.
Incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army
I'm from
of
Iowa.
demons vanquished by a
I also asked where you are.
So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any line of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you.
I've heard Far Cry 5 is good.
Man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to it.
Look! The Sky Clan's banner.
There we go. I hope.
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all three clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
Here goes the horn.
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No, the other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
Okay then.
The Karja have opened the gates.
Well, you signaled them. Oh. This Sun Priest was not a good choice.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Hikaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
Okay.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Hello. That thing looks intimidating.
Form up!
They're riding machines.
Where'd they
Well.
learn to do that?
Probably silence.
Fashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers!
Light them up. Okay then.
Get to cover!
And this is where I left. And this is where I left off.
Archers! Keep them back!
Keep them back. Okay.
Left flank! To the Karja! Run them down!
Okay then.
They're not gonna make it.
We came for embassy. We did not come for fight.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Okay.
Kaja! Stand your ground! Fire at will! I don't
What?
have a shot!
Why don't we like Will? What's wrong with Will? Hi, Evo.
What happened?
How's it going?
Can you see?
It's just us now.
It's just us now. Great.
Hey! Come down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center!
Here we go.
Get ready!
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Here they come! think you more.
Happy birthday, hamster! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear hamster! Happy birthday to you! I think my javelin thrower might be helpful for this thing. Yeah?
Just you and me now, Varl.
We've survived worse.
Boom. Ow! What happened there?
They're onto us.
Ah, it's an acid bristleback. Take that. Rarely. I did set a bunch of tripwires. I will use tripwires. I just never think about using traps. Ow. Now, I did occasionally use traps, but very occasionally. I found tripwires to be, to actually be quite helpful. And I remember to use them a lot more than I do with the actual traps.
You outlanders! I'll skin you both! Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Can I just take out my sharp shot bow and go shunk?
Granted.
Oh, nifty. Varl's not that helpful here.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. Gotta get through that shield. There, now's my chance. generated. You're not stopping me.
Javelin spike for the win. Ha ha ha.
Your turn. Come down here and face me.
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals! Slaughtered the Karja!
And got bloodied by the Nora.
Move out!
I'm glad I got that javelin launcher.
Get him to the camp. Now.
Yep.
Make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron.
For now.
For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
She is kind of girl boss, but at least her main things is with the bow and arrow, more than the spears.
It's salvage time, boys.
It's salvage time. Okay. So that sounds like the Oseram.
I don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
You should be able to use the glide. Okay. Interesting.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right.
At least before I got my permission.
To attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Vwadis, Vashav.
Massacre. Yep.
What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you.
This is only the
This is
threshold.
only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks.
And there were bristlebacks in the dawn.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
Mm-hmm.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utara border. But
But
why?
why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Regala.
Shav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon you should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way.
Yep.
That is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army.
They had to have made camp near somewhere they could lie low until the...
Yep. Fashav.
The man was survived for years out in the West, only to die just short. It's a cruel end for...
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace, but...
Too late for that.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be no soldier could ask for more.
Okay.
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. Well,
Yeah.
no one deserves to go out that way.
Not even what
I'll
he's.
make sure they're given proper funeral.
Do you think the Karja will take action? Seems like you'd have common ground.
An expedition of the Karja army into the West be taken as the start of
Another invasion, yeah.
That said, we can't allow ourselves to...
Tanakh lands?
Tanakh lands are... What can I expect to find between...
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of... And then New Taru farmlands. Past that, their territory is split into 3 clans.
Right. I saw
Desert
their
Blue
banners
in the
at
sky.
The Desert Clan is closest. Ooh. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, somewhere beyond the desert, and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
Sorry,
I've only heard the
sorry for stepping through it.
Tried to push into Tanakh territory.
I just want to keep. I just want to keep moving forward.
So no one except the Tanakh really know it.
Maybe the scholars do. Scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tanakh further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch. At least compared to more taken to farming than...
It's hard to imagine a bunch of...
Make no mistake, they have a fear. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red... Their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plain. The Sun King has made several overtures, but so far...
If they're so peaceful...
Okay.
Don't know. I heard they have their own...
I have a feeling that I'm probably going to be ending up as an emissary since I have rite of passage.
Trade, but...
This area is no man's land.
That it is.
Well, that's good that I'm no man.
Light on sight. But after Avad overthrew the Mads, he reached out to the other tribes to offer. The Tanakh agreed to a neutral border zone as part. Karja and Asuram have been striking out into the area.
But now, it seems like Regala...
Well, I'd never call no man's land safe. Even the ancient ruins of the south, remnants of some...
Okay. Others out west?
Said there were others who went out when the gates were open.
Well, in addition to these, there were a couple of other parties of Asuram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave.
Okay. Time to go.
I'd need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to.
Thank you.
And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I hope so too. Attended the embassy. I attended the embassy. Oh God. Well, I got multiple skill points, so let's take a look at what I have, at what I can get. Low health defense. Low health regen. Automatically recover health sooner when you're dangerously wounded. Interesting. Braced shot. Fire a powerful shot from a kneeling position that explodes on impact. Oh-ho! Oh-ho-ho-ho-ho! I'm gonna get the brace shot. Ah ha ha. The Shield Wing is an energy-based glider repurposed from machine technology. Hold square while in the air to deploy and glide. Okay.
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, the backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regala's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world.
Find a way to fix the world.
The woman who led the ambush, Regala, had a lot of machines under her command.
Hey Tommy, how's it going?
That kind of knowledge. Silence. What's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels?
Hello, Charger. I like the fact that I can just call it. I appreciate that. Getting the charger. And thank you for the like. I always appreciate that. Okay. Boop-a-doop. Rebel Rider. Okay.
Good spot to test the shield wing. Glide climb down, I can glide.
Well, I will do that after I have finished collecting everything. Okay. And campfire. Okay. I'm back.
It worked!
Yeah. That's kind of cool. Deep water kindleweed.
Whew, that'll keep me awake.
Okay. Blighted meat. Lovely.
It's taking over land out here, too.
It looks like if as long as you're mounted, you can actually go up and go over the blight.
This must be the salvagers I met in Barrenlight. Looks like something's going on.
You really think you can do that?
Roof, come on. You know me. Have I ever given you anything less than perfection?
If it isn't the savior of Meridian, and of my very own operation. Laren, say hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
You know, if it weren't for this one, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now. Nasty business. What the Tenakth did back at the embassy. But everyone in Barrenlight is thankful you drove them off.
So this is your salvage operation.
You won't find a better place to trade machine parts in the West. And soon we'll be trading in more than just that. For too long, the West has been, well, forbidden.
Forbidden. Dangerous.
But what if I told you we could make an armor so tough,
so infallible,
that you'd never have to worry about survival out here again?
I wouldn't believe you.
I'd be curious to take a look at it.
Of course you would. And that's why I've asked my most talented salvagers to find what they need to make that armor. Each of them will present their work to me. The best protection will go on sale to hunters, just like you.
Lucky me.
Lucky me.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to back in
Back in Chainscript.
Laren can take care of you while I'm gone. Can't wait to see what you come up with, my boy.
Leave it to me. It'll blow all the others out of the forge.
Okay.
You have got to help me.
What are you talking about?
The armor. I made a dozen versions of it. But none of them were good enough. And there are other crews further west. If they make better armor than mine, I can kiss that keg full of shards goodbye.
So you get a prize if Karif picks your armor?
A big one. And I finally have the perfect design. I just need the right parts. And fast.
And fast.
So maybe you'd be willing to pick up a contract and get them for me?
What would I be looking for?
Shell walker containers. Their plating's made to withstand a lot of damage. It'll make the perfect armor. I know it.
Okay.
I think I can handle that.
Ah, thank the forge. All right. We scouted out a herd near here. Here's the contract. It'll tell you everything you need to know. You take the machines down. My people will pick up the containers.
Okay.
I'll give this a closer look later. Thanks.
Thanks.
Counting on you, Aloy.
Convoy ambush. Okay.
Aloy.
I'm working on...
I'm working on it. Okay.
Good call. Make this armor work. Any new?
I'll get them.
Yeah, of course.
I'll get them.
Fair trade.
Okay.
He takes his time coming back.
Will it eliminate at least one shellwalker from the designated machine convoy? Okay. Interesting. Please don't die. I really want those parts. The tall deck is first thing that I'm going for. Ah, chargers.
Okay then.
Did I just use a sharp shot bow on that? Yes, yes, I did.
Oh, I hate this light.
Okay. Search crow. Wild meat. Okay. Ah, nice. Okay then. Mount charger. You can make the charger go really fast. Nice.
There's a lot of ancient wrecks out here. Must have been a huge battle. The old ones. They gave everything they had to slow down the Pharaoh's will. Defies here at dawn time.
Thanks a bunch, Rick. That was close.
Some luck we have. Hey, you! Flame here. Come here and let me thank you proper.
Okay. Oh, give me a sec.